You know that feeling, right? That gnawing frustration when the world around you feels boxed in. Like no matter how big your ideas are, no matter how hard you push, something invisible holds you back. It's that invisible wall built by borders, lines on a map that separate, divide, fence in the most important thing you've got, your vision. That frustration is real, and it's eating away at the soul of every founder, every investor, every leader who's ever dreamed bigger than their little corner of the world. Because here's the brutal truth. The future isn't waiting for those who play it safe within borders. The future belongs to those who see beyond them. Think about it. Every day, the world gives you this illusion, a big, shiny promise of freedom, but then chains you with rules shaped by geography, politics, and identities you never asked for. You're free, it says, but only inside this box. You wake up early, grind hard, join networks designed to keep you comfortable, safe, and perfectly average. And while you're busy managing obstacles that shouldn't exist, opportunities slip through your fingers, the kind only visible to those who refuse to see the world as divided. This is a pain felt deep inside by anyone who's ever dared to think global when everyone around them stays local. It's the pain of being stuck in yesterday's mindset, a mindset where the biggest barrier isn't a competitor or capital, it's the border itself. But here's what most don't get. Borders are just stories we tell ourselves. They're limits that can be rewritten, erased, or shattered if only someone believes they don't matter. The players shaping the future don't recognize borders. They don't ask what country you're from, because real power belongs to those who can move across boundaries, connect with divergent minds, and build alliances that crush old rules. When your thinking goes beyond borders, everything changes. Suddenly, your problems begin to shrink. The scarcity, the gatekeeping, the local market limits, all of it dissolves when you unlock this radical mindset. Now, this isn't some fluff about thinking outside the box. It's more than that. It's about demolishing the box itself. It's about refusing to be caged by nation, system, or tradition. You are not a citizen of a country designed by history. You are a citizen of the world. And this isn't just poetry. It's a blueprint for insane growth and influence unheard of before. The pain that entrepreneurs and investors feel every day isn't because they lack skill, vision, or drive. It's because they're trying to fit into systems created for mass processing, systems that reward mediocrity, not brilliance. The comfortable and the average get pats on the back. The radical, the rare, the revolutionary, they're often sidelined, misdiagnosed, misunderstood. It's painful to be exceptional in a world that doesn't know how to hold you. But what if your biggest problem is also the source of your greatest power? What if your pain could be your portal? Look, history isn't made by those who follow the rule book of borders. It's made by those who rip it up and write their own story. It's made by founders who don't stop at their doorstep, but build global bridges. Investors who don't just back companies in their city, but identify the next wave of innovation anywhere, before anyone else. Leaders who see the wild value in differences, not sameness. The future belongs to those uncomfortable enough to break every comforting assumption until they find what's real. Here's the hard but liberating truth. To own the future, you have to dismantle your own illusions. You have to stop believing the lie that geography, politics, or nationality define your limits. You must be ruthless. Ruthless in questioning everything. Ruthless in shedding outdated beliefs. Ruthless in seeking not just connection, but fierce synergy with those who burn with the same fire as you, wherever they are. What does this look like in practice? It means hunting for intelligence and creativity beyond borders, actively seeking perspectives that challenge your thinking. It means building not just networks, but autonomous constellations of people, founders, investors, visionaries, who align deeply on purpose, not location. It means investing your time in connections that spark transformation, not comfort. It's about being selective, patient, committed to a long game that transcends quarterly reports and election cycles. The secret is this: your personal and professional freedom is your most powerful weapon. When your will is sovereign, your mind is critical, and your vision is untethered, you don't just react to the future, you make it. And the rare few who practice this know something the world forgets too often. Progress isn't a crowd event. It's an edge event. It happens where the few who dare refuse to settle. They build without permission, innovate without borders, and disrupt without apology. If you ever catch yourself wishing for a world where your ideas aren't stopped by legalities or irrational barriers, where you aren't forced to wear a badge you never chose, where your potential isn't limited by geography, then you're already part of the movement that owns tomorrow. Because that world isn't coming. It's here. But only for those who see beyond fences. This is a call to stop waiting for permission, approval, or a system designed to process your brilliance into blandness. It's a call to find the few who get it, the people whose fire matches yours and whose vision refuses to be small. Together, not just connected, but linked by shared purpose, you become unstoppable. The future is terrified of borders. The future fears the ones who don't just ask for change but embody it. Those who don't borrow identities or follow maps designed by others, but carve new paths that cross continents, cultures, and constraints. The future belongs to those ready to burn with relentless clarity, fierce independence, and ruthless connection. This is not about chasing belonging. It's about crafting becoming. Not following nations, but uniting as individuals, radical, sovereign, ready. Here's the simple truth to carry with you. Freedom in the age of borders isn't handed out. It's taken by those willing to let go of old anchors, defy old rules, and build new realities from raw, unfiltered will. If the weight of your discomfort is heavy, if that tension inside your soul screams that you're made for more, then the doors are open. You don't have to be trapped by where you started, who you are on paper, or what the system tells you. You can find those rare few who will ignite your fire, hold your standards, and challenge you to rise beyond anything you ever thought possible. The future isn't owned by nations or systems. It's owned by the ones who think without borders, the ones who burn for the radical, refuse the mediocre, and create from the spark of unleashed, unfiltered individuality. Those who dare not just to dream, but to become more. So don't just watch this happen. Step beyond the walls built to contain you. Connect fiercely, question ruthlessly, and build relentlessly. Because the future was never meant to be owned by the comfortable. It was made for the restless, the radical, the boundless, and it's waiting for you.